Good morning, Godwin Panthers, and it is our third week of Stay at Home and Learn. So this is Miss Vertolo. We're going to start off day 2. This is for Tuesday, talking about skills and banking. But first, I would like to share a joke with you. I thought we could all need a good laugh. We'll see if you think this is funny. The joke is, after a sheepdog gets all the sheep in the pen, he reports back to the farmer, all 40 sheep accounted for. And the farmer says, but I only have 36 sheep. I know, said the sheepdog, but I rounded them up. Ha ha ha, get it round? Okay. Anyway, that was my joke for the day. Hopefully it made you chuckle a little bit. So we're going to start talking about banking now and talking about banks. So I'm just going to keep this picture up for right now. In today's skill lesson, you'll be learning about financial institutions. Finance means money, of course. So examples of financial institutions are banks, credit unions, and mortgage companies. So what do these types of institutions do for us? Banks are a good place to keep your earned money safe. With a savings account, you can deposit your money and earn interest at the same time. Interest is money that the bank pays you for keeping your money in their bank. A bank can also loan money to people who may need it. Sometimes you need things that you can't afford, such as a house or a car, or even if you want to open your own business. Now they will charge you interest on this money. You will have to pay back this interest, which is additional money, for using the bank's money. Banks can also provide checking accounts along with debit and credit card to their customers. Banks that loan money to people get that money from people who open savings and other type of account. So the money really doesn't belong to the bank, but it belongs to all the people that put their money in the bank. So I understand that's a little hard for you to understand, but that's basically how a bank or a credit union would work. So very important to this week are some financial terms that you will see on Skills 15, page 2. The first term is interest savings. So it's the amount of money paid to you for money that you deposit. Interest from a loan means it's going to be additional money that if you're borrowing this loan money, you have to pay them back for using that money. A savings account is an account that's open solely to deposit money, which means put in to an account to save money, and you will get interest on that savings account. A deposit means you have put some type of money in the bank, some sum, whatever it may be. A withdraw means to take out money from the bank, from your account. All right. And I think we talked about a loan. That means money that is lent to people who come in and ask. They're not going to give it to just anybody. You're going to have to sign a few papers and do a few things. And a financial account is a checking account that you may have, a savings account, a CD, which is a certificate of deposit, which means you put money in and you cannot take that money out until a specific amount of time goes by. And they also help you with getting credit cards and debit cards as well. So that's just a little bit about banks. The question for you is, can you imagine a world without a bank? Where would people go to borrow money? We don't all have rich parents or friends that will give us that kind of money. What would you do with your savings? Would you have to keep it at home? Would you be worried that people would be taking it from you? So banks are very important to us and the jobs that they do for us. So here we come to today's paper that we would like you to do. And it has the financial terms on the left-hand side. On the right-hand side, I don't know if you can see that. I know I really couldn't. And it says real-life examples or drawings. So they're going to give you the definition for the financial institution, and you can either draw a picture or give a real world example. So I'm going to help you with the first one. It is a financial institution. It is an establishment that deals with financial transactions and services. Financial meaning money transactions, such as banks, savings and loans, credit unions, and mortgage companies. So for my real world example, I can write Chase Bank, because I go past Chase banks all the time, and I know that is a financial institution. I know they can help me if I would go in there, open up a savings account, a bank account. All right. You could also draw a picture, which I'm not going to draw a wonderful picture, but I can draw a picture such as this, and I can write Chase on the side of it, because that's my Chase Bank. So it's not anything real fantastic that you have to do here. You just have to think about what these words mean to you. Now, keep in mind, there are two types of interests. So when you come down to these, there's an interest savings. That's the amount you get extra when you put your money in the bank. And this interest is the amount extra that you have to pay because you are loaning the bank's money. So once again, I wouldn't stress too much over it, but Miss Argo is going to want to see something. So can you give me an example of a deposit? Did you ever deposit money? Have you watched your parents deposit money? Does anyone in your house have a savings account? Maybe you have a piggy bank. That's your savings for right now. You could draw a picture of a piggy bank. So you do what you can to try to either draw these things or explain these things in your own words, or give a real life example. Please don't just say savings. I put my money in the bank. Deposit. I put my money in the bank. That's not exactly a real life example. It'd probably be easier for you to actually draw a picture of what you're doing. What would a deposit look like? What do savings look like? You can draw money. All right, so that I'm not going to do anything more with you for the financial part. I'm going to let you on your own and see what you can come up with. So this is the end of this video. I will be making a day 2 video just for the elapsed time. So make sure you watch that video as well, so you know what to do on your work. Stay safe. We miss you, and I sure hope I see you soon.